Showdown. I'm your commentator for today, it's Smart Myron, and joined with me is...
I'm Arcliffe, and as you know, we've already been commentating for the last 2 top card rounds, and right now we'll be at the finals.
Yes,
Who the contestants are this time is none other than our previously streamed winners, Jirariwat, Thitasiri,
And Stephen Tan right here.
So here we have both a Malaysian and a Thai and a native Thai. They will be facing up against each other in today's match.
Battle of both Goliaths right here. As we get to see on stream, Stephen Tan will be on the screen below.
Jira will be streaming from Stephen's video, and Jira will be on his opposing side. So once again, before we've already talked about their team, so we're gonna intro them a little bit more just in case you weren't in the stream before. So Stephen Tan's team.
Stephen Tan is running like the team, like we said, Bronzong, Smirgle, Mawile, double primals and Mega Salamence potential.
And for Jira, a more unconventional team coming in, but with the core of Xerneas, Groudon, and Salamence, but having as well Meowstic, Ferrothorn, and surprise, surprise, a Kecleon, which we think is the #1 most niche Pokemon to ever be had. But
we're gonna keep an eye on you, Kecleon.
We're gonna keep an eye on Kecleon, hoping that it comes out. But I think at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is that Jira has actually been very fond of having Kecleon, so that's why he actually put it on his team. Maybe it has its own purposes in this battle, but so far we haven't seen it go into battle at the end.
Actually, throughout the whole tournament, we've not seen the Kecleon being used at all. I've not seen it even on stream before in the Swiss round.
And previously, you saw Destiny with the
Audino for the matter.
With the Audino, but he didn't play it in our stream, but he played it in the round before that in his top 8 match.
I see. All right. Yeah.
So I think right now we'll be moving on to the team selection screens.
Alright, both players have shaken their hands.
And both players have already shaken their hands, as I said. Good for them. Interestingly enough, I think Stephen here could have the advantage by having dual weathers, but at the same time with Jira having once again a Meowstic to put a wrench into his plans.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot of Meowstic usage currently, even in Top Cut. We've seen Jira and Destiny use it right here. Probably Jira's gonna run a little bit more different set compared to Destiny right here.
I hope he does, and like we've seen before how he's managed to maneuver himself around a lot of prominent threats like Salamence by thunder waving it and then bringing in Groudon.
True,
so
definitely.
Once again, I think for Jira, he needs to bring Groudon, he needs to bring Ferrothorn. He has to set up Trick Room or let Stephen set up Trick Room, and his Salamence has to make an appearance.
Yep, and now we're going live into the match right here. Stephen versus... Alright, battles between Malaysia and Thailand are beginning right now.
So Jira getting a lot of vocal support from the crowd, but that doesn't faze Stephen in the slightest. So I think for the first hand, it will be the leads that will make the difference. And once again, a Meowstic Groudon lead here.
Yep, and we do see a shiny Meowstic for the matter, yellow color. We do see Salamence and Kyogre coming on.
So the Intimidate here works really well, and if I think Stephen's Kyogre is slower, therefore his weather will be
going up first.
Yeah, will be going up first.
Last. We're going last.
Yeah, we'll be going up last, so this one stays. But so it's good because as we know, even weather sets are decided by speed tiers.
Yeah, speeding depending on the Pokemon right here. And we do know that the Kyogre is much slower than the Groudon. Correct. So Stephen has a weather advantage. We'll have to see how he utilizes it right now. He sees as the Meowstic as a potential threat because it's a very destructive mon.
Definitely. Due to the Meowstic having swagger and other potential moves, it's not going to look good. But I think Stephen here, in terms of a general matchup, he has one of the best.
Leads at the moment.
Yeah, leads because he counters. He definitely handles the Groudon well with Kyogre, and he also has the Salamence to do a lot of damage to both Pokemon right now.
Is it possible we might just see an Origin Pulse and Hyper Voice coming from Stephen?
I think that's the best thing. A Water Spout, but also what would happen?
Probably because we've seen that Groudon is faster, or they might even switch out for the matter.
Yeah, definitely. But that just gives the Kyogre more chances for it to Water Spout. Now here we go.
Ferrothorn coming out.
Water Spout Hyper Voice here could potentially put in a lot of damage.
Inflicting a lot of damage onto the Ferrothorn, which I don't think is I'm not sure to say whether it's a good move or not, because you want to keep the Ferrothorn
So here we go. Oh, Meowstic actually going for the swagger onto the Kyogre, but it misses.
You see a Hyper Voice coming out right here on the
And here you go, it does a lot. And here you go, Water Spout is definitely going to pick up the KO on the Meowstic, I think.
Goodbye,
and actually,
Meowstic.
and bringing down the Ferrothorn to very low HP.
Oh boy. The the Ferroton's not gonna be here for long, folks.
Folks, we've seen Jira pull off a comeback, but I don't think there will be a comeback from this, unfortunately.
But mind you, that Jira just lost, I mean, one of his disruptive users right here. Unless he can use...
But the problem is here, like with Ferroton, he can't really do anything
because of the HP amount that he's at right now.
He can't tank another Hyper Voice.
True. We'll have to see what Jira's play is here. Hopefully, he can make it to a comeback. Are we gonna see his potential Xerneas switch out right here? Because
I don't think it's a good thing if he does, because the Hyper Voice does significant damage along with an Ice Beam as well.
Or he might just have to sack the Ferroton off for that matter and rely on the two restricted
he has to realize. But here we go, he's switching into his Groudon. Into his Smirgle actually, so a Rock Slide will come out here and Hyper Voice. Yep, Hyper Voice.
Yep. He definitely is going to pick up KO onto Ferroton right here. There's about 20-30% onto the Primal Groudon for the matter.
So a Rock Slide here. Oh, actually going for the Precipice Blades, but I think he just wanted to deal damage onto the Kyogre.
Onto the Kyogre slot right here, but now Smirgle
and as you know, even the Smirgle is not even, it doesn't even get his.
Oh, we did say defense rolls.
But I don't added accuracy fall, so Dark Void could not be an option for Stephen this time, and the Kecleon makes an appearance!
Okay, now I'm really intrigued on what Jira's play is right here, right?
Nothing much, I think.
I've not seen Kecleon on stream at all, so...
I hope he can do something. I think he should have gone for a rock. Oh, and the Fake Out actually comes out onto the Salamence.
We might
and getting a critical hit, but Smirgle goes for a Follow Me. If he gets a Rock Slide off, there's no point.
Yeah, we'll have to see here, folks. Alright,
yeah, and he does go. He should have gone for a Rock Slide as well. Oh, and a great move. They're coming there from Jira, dealing a lot of damage, but
we know that Salamence is much faster right now,
exactly.
Right? Than the Groudon and the Kecleon. So we'll have to see how is he going to manage his speed tiers at the moment. Because now even Steven has let out his Primal Kyogre for speed for the weather advantage right here.
That's very true. No, I think right now is that Salamence is still not at a HP that can be KO'd as per se as right now, and Stephen is still taking it very well. But let's give a huge hand to Jira for actually,
utilizing Kecleon into finals, mind you.
I think it's right, and here we go, actually revealing to have the Sucker Punch, and actually goes for the Kyogre, it fails. Salamence goes for a Tailwind now. This means that the next turn we'll definitely have Kyogre faster.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see a Water Spout.
And Rockside going to the Salamence, but if he has Groudon at the back, it might not be any good for them now.
Alright.
Now, sorry for the slight technical error, but nothing's changed. The Salamence goes down,
we're going to see the Groudon come out here for sure.
So, if the Groudon comes out here, then the Precipice Blaze just KOs. No, I still think the Precipice Blaze coming from Groudon will KO Jira's Groudon. But if it hits.
If it hits, mind you,
Skill, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll have to see whether 85% accuracy plays a role.
I like that the fact there's a Groudon, I like the fact there's a Kyogre, and I really like long walks in the park.
Kecleon looks so alone over there, with all these Goliaths surrounding him.
Yeah, but Kecleon doesn't care, he'll just blend into the background, you don't see me. Yeah, so kudos to Jira for actually listening to our wishes, bringing in Kecleon. Hashtag Kecleon for Worlds, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, we do see a Sucker Punch going onto the possible Kyogre.
I think we'll go into the Kyogre slot, definitely.
Yep.
But a Precipice Ice Beam will just KO.
Oh,
it actually avoids it! Oh! Skill levels!
Oh my. And there's even knock.
And actually there's even an Ice Beam onto the Groudon, definitely.
Alright.
The question is, will his Precipice hit? And actually hits on both. So really, I don't think it will KO the Groudon from full HP.
Full HP will never KO.
And it doesn't even KO both Pokemon.
But here comes the part, right? He has Sucker Punch.
Yeah, he has Sucker Punch coming, and if Groudon misses another Precipice Blades, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, definitely. Not only that, can the Kyogre's Ice Beam also knock out the Groudon right now?
It definitely will at least.
Yeah, so that's the point, right?
So I think here what's gonna happen right now is the Sucker Punch is gonna go onto the Kyogre
slot, and Groudon's going for a Protect on Steven's side. Yeah.
And actually going for a Protect, a very smart play there.
Yeah, he's not gonna risk any moves right now.
He's gonna go for a Sucker Punch
onto the Kyogre slot?
Yes, onto the Kyogre slot. Yep, that's obvious. So if Precipice misses again.
So Jira might still have a chance.
Skill, man. No, actually Protect.
And he gets a knockout onto Kecleon. Oh wow, Kekleon going for a Sucker Punch. I'd like to see the damage rolls onto the primals, you know what, how much it does.
It does. I
Because
think
we saw in the red HP, we didn't see on white
I don't think it does a lot, but could be about 5 to 7% possibly.
Yeah, definitely.
Seeing that Kekleon isn't really that much of an offensive Pokemon.
True, definitely.
And actually going for a double protect.
He gets the double protect here.
Skill, ladies and gentlemen.
And
And Tailwind meters out. Oh my
I am so
god!
done. I'm done, folks. Okay, so it comes to the speed tiers.
But
right now.
wait, skill could still be a
Jira!
factor. And yes,
Oh,
Jira
God.
gets it off with his own.
Steven, Primal Groudon goes down.
So this actually reveals that Jira's Groudon is actually faster,
Faster,
but this means that Kekleon is best Pokemon!
Kekleon for Worlds, hashtag those people on Twitter.
Come on, people. I mean, like I said, he managed to actually make a proper comeback right there.
Yeah, and with the double protect though, the double protect
But
coming into
I
play.
think also a few crits also worked well into his favor.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. I am really...
I'm astounded
I'm
at the very
I'm
least.
at shock for words right now, folks. Because I mean, Steven might have played most of the optimal plays right here, but RMG favored Jira way more for this game, getting double protect.
A double protect, a number of crits as well.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Steven can still pull this through.
Yeah, hopefully
well
we can see a
enough.
game 3 for that matter.
I think in this game 3 he'll still be able to do it properly.
Yeah, true. Now we're going into game 2 here, folks. Both are in team preview at the moment.
Maybe Stephen could have like his own. He pulled up a great move with the Tailwind right there. I think Tailwind is his best possible move.
We've seen Tailwind, but Steven also has the potential to set up Trick Room for that matter.
But I don't
Are we
think
gonna see
he needs to set up Trick Room in this case.
Alright, because Ferrothorn's right there. If you're going to set up Trick Room for Ferrothorn, I mean, it's not going to benefit Steven, right?
Not necessarily,
Because he
I
has a freaking Groudon and a Kyogre for that
Yep.
matter. Ferrothorn will pose a big threat once Trick Room does go
No
live.
problem for him whatsoever, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so both players have selected their mons in a very quick decision right here. We're going to go into game 2, folks. Alright. I can't imagine what they're going to lead here. Are they going to go for the same lead possibly? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see. I think like it's still alright.
Alright, both players going to go live. The game's a little bit slowing down with all the hype and tension right here.
And I mean, the champion title is on the line, so it wouldn't be odd for them to actually want to do.
We'll have
to
to see
actually
if can
give
Jira
their
make
best.
a win right here.
Can Jira cement his position and with his first win actually go and win?
Yeah. Or possibly Steven make a comeback right here. But we do see the same lead from Jira's
Same,
side.
I think it's a very safe lead coming from Jira.
And
I think Kyogre Salamence, yep.
both same leads.
Both maintaining same leads, no problems there.
Alright. But we do know Kyogre's going to get up his
and
weather.
maybe
like you
another
said.
swagger from the Meowstic is gonna pop out.
Would he miss? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that's gonna happen.
It's
right
all
now.
skill here, right, folks?
It's a game of skill, man. Pokemon. I mean, like, who would play a game of luck in the first place?
Yeah,
If you want to do that, then go gambling.
Oh boy.
That's outside of my Sharia compliance zone. So yes.
Point taken though.
So here you go. Once again, the Kyogre actually having his benefit.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the primals to reverse right here.
So if a swagger actually connects it, it's not going to be too good. I think a Hyper Voice double edge would be really great.
True, definitely.
Or for all we know, since it's faster, he might just go for another swagger. Yeah, just go for a swagger. I think.
Yeah. I mean, Swagger is just the optimal play from Jira's side, right?
So depending on what he chooses to do,
We'll have to see here.
I mean, like if he's really banking on swagger hitting, then
if that's all the plays he can, because I don't know if he's gonna switch out the Groudon, right? To set up the weather again.
I think he really wants to switch out the ground on anyways.
Yeah,
but,
and-
but maybe like he might be going like, if I switch out the ground on, then like why am I swaggering for?
Yeah,
but
true.
it's a very safe play for him to make.
And we do-
Going back into the
This is
Ferrothorn.
literally deja vu from
Yeah,
the
once
first
again,
game.
it's game one all over again. Only that if swagger misses, of course.
Yeah, true. We'll have to see whether he plays a big role over here on Jira's side. You see Salamence might go. I was gonna say protect from Salamence right here. Nope.
But actually, Mousy goes for a Thunder Wave onto the Salamence. Yep.
Yep, definitely. Slowing down that Salamence.
He
right
needs it to be slowed up, but I think here Water Spout still KOs it anyways.
True.
And Salamence actually manages to get his Hyper Voice off.
Yep, not being paralyzed at the
So
moment.
75% skill and a
You see a
water spout.
Now here's the thing, right? You might have Thunder Wave the Salamence right here. I mean, it's gonna negate Gyro Ball's effect, right? From Ferrothorn right
It
here.
negates it to a certain extent, but it still does a significant amount of damage. Now,
Yeah.
the problem here comes with the Groudon still not being able to hit the Salamence. I think it can Rock Slide it, maybe hope for a flinch.
But it wouldn't do over 50%. You won't get
Will
two
not,
hit
I mean,
KOs.
I think it will. For this case, it will because it's not intimidated anymore.
Oh, true, yeah.
But here the Kyogre will definitely try to switch out, I think, into his Smeargle just to sack it.
Yep, or possibly get some fake out or some.
Yeah, so Hyper Voice from Salamence is just the best thing he can do.
Yeah.
Hoping that he
It will
won't.
do over 40% onto the Primal Groudon regardless of what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
So depending on if Smeargle comes in this turn,
Yeah, we'll have to see the switch out possibly because
I think Kyogre needs to switch out here.
yeah, Stephen could easily set up the weather, right?
Because like, as long as he KOs the Ferrothorn, then he's
His
pretty
Kyogre's
much
gonna
good to
have a
go.
field day,
Yeah,
yeah.
his Kyogre is just gonna sweep.
Yep,
And that's exactly what he needs to do. I mean, I think Jiraiya has been playing really well with his Meowstic. Even though it gets sacked turn 1, it really kind of puts a lot more pressure on Stephen.
Yep, true. I also like to know like what could Stephen possibly bring for 2 Pokemon in the back, possibly a Smeargle, but would he have like a Xerneas check? Because I'm pretty sure
Yes,
Jiraiya
okay,
does
so-
have a Xerneas,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
His
So,
team-
and Salamence. Oh, but you get. So here we go. This is called all the skill in the world, where your Rock Slide misses, but you're still
He's
paralyzed.
still paralyzed. You're still in the game if RNG decides if you're still in the game or not.
You know when RNG tends to mix things up in the bucket. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think here he really tried to pull it off. I think he just needs to Ice Beam into the Ferrothorn, honestly.
Yep, right now.
Get rid of the Ferrothorn, switch out Kyogre. Oh no,
Oh
he
no,
actually switched
besides,
out.
see a Kyogre switch
So
out
I
right
think
here.
Smeargle's something
Smeargle's
here.
gonna come back in probably,
Yep.
yep.
He's just gonna bring it in to get it out of the way.
Or probably sack it off probably to get the
And
weather.
Smeargle!
Smeargle's the one and Tailwind does go live.
Tell me that's good. So I think here what happened is that it's a bit of RNG payback for Jira in the previous match.
Yeah, yeah.
And Smeargle actually avoids the next.
Jira had a pointless turn on both his attacks, missing.
No attacks went off at all.
And Smeargle's evasiveness went out.
The crowd goes wild.
Jira's
They are jeering Stephen for having so much skill. Excellent.
so safe to say, a Dark Void is going up here
Yeah,
regardless.
more or less Dark Void's gonna come here.
It's all skill here, folks.
It's all skill here. He just needs another Hyper Voice and a Dark Void and all's well.
Safe to say, Hyper Voice and Dark Voice.
Maybe Dark Void might miss because he knows skill.
Skill, oh my god, I totally forgot because the evasiveness went up.
So going for a safe protect, I think that's the best move for him.
Will we see Ferrothorn go down
Going
here?
for a Dark
We'll see
Void.
Dark Void.
And does it okay?
It does connect
It
on
connects with
Ferrothorn.
one, but does it connect with both? That's the question.
Groudon protected. See,
Oh yes,
Groudon
okay. So
protected, yeah.
it does connect onto the Ferrothorn there. Now, it's important for you to know the mechanics of the animation of Dark Void.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hit on both, then
It's gonna screw
then the
you
animation
over.
is not gonna pop out. So depending on what Woody Boost it gets,
Will he get speed drop?
evasiveness
Again!
So it actually gets an evasiveness.
Basically,
oh my
The
god!
Smeargle's untouchable right now. And there's
You might be wondering why is this an unfair game, but yeah, it's actually a fair game. Don't blame Stephen, guys. Blame the game. Why are you even playing it?
And Smeargle even avoided the
For a
fake
Dark
out.
Void. Actually avoids the fake out. Beautiful. Connecting with both Pokemon now.
Jira's at loss for words.
No need to bother. No need to bother with the Salamence.
Groudon's still taking a snooze right here.
And Salamence is paralyzed.
Is there still a chance?
It's a turn of nothing.
Special defense does increase on
So what
Smeargle.
accuracy actually goes down? Oh my god, will Dark Void hit the next turn?
There's no point because both
Oh yeah,
Pokemon
both
are
are asleep already.
So he could easily follow me to redirect all the Pokemon onto his evasiveness increased Smeargle.
Yeah, so we're still waiting for Salamence to do a smidgen of damage.
We have yet to see Salamence
I mean, like
do that.
he's done some things, I guess.
This is a spiky shield from Smeargle. And Groudon is still asleep, unfortunately. Will we
So
be able
Salamence
to-
actually finally manages to get an attack off.
Yeah, that's about 30% to Groudon and 40%
So
to
yep,
Cacteon.
opposing the Tailwind actually peters out.
What's
So
boost we see on Smeargle?
Booty peters up! Oh my god!
Smeargle's untouchable here, folks.
Yeah, we have a basically untouchable Smeargle here. With evasiveness boost, speed boost, and regardless.
Special defense increase. And we do see. Oh, but Groudon does wake up.
I think what he was expecting is that the Groudon would be faster.
Will we see a Paraflinch here onto Salamence? Oh, no, Cacteon is still.
Okay, what's gonna
Is
happen
it
to the
Paraflinch
Salamence?
here?
Salamence actually still gets Tailwind
Tailwind
up.
again.
Oh my god.
The Hex is not in Jira's side.
Oh my god.
And we do see a defense increase.
So as you know, Pokemon's not only a game of skill, it's also a game of entertainment.
Oh
It's
my
like it's
God.
here to entertain you, not to Just be a boring game.
I have to go check my blood pressure later. Oh boy, we'll have to
Things
see
here
whether can
aren't
Jira wake up
looking
here.
so well for both Jira and. So I think finally he makes a switch out. It's the best
Possibly
thing he
sending
can
a
do.
Kyogre, yes.
Kyogre, yeah, hoping that it stays asleep, I guess.
Yep. Now with the Dark Void connect here, because the accuracy did drop in the previous Moody turns.
So actually going for protect here, so no damage going onto the. But I think the.
But regardless, the Tailwind is up. The Kyogre can safely
Yeah.
go for a Water Spark or
So
or
I
Gym
think
Pulse.
Jira would, the Kekla will wake up and low kick onto
Smeargle
I think it's
probably.
Smeargle. I know,
Again!
and actually defense
The
goes up
defense is
once
at
again.
+4, mind you.
So even a low kick might not be able to KO, and all he needs to do now is just water spout for
Follow
the KO.
me and Water Spout.
Yeah, and
That's
like
gonna go.
it's GG, man.
Yeah, like I said, follow me and Water Spout. Oh boy, good games. Both players have shaken.
So good
We're
game.
getting a game 3 here, folks.
We're getting a game 3, and we hope that in that game there won't be much hack.
Even if there is, we'll be entertained,
But
regardless.
honestly, I hope there is a lot of hacks.
Wow. Now I'm not sure if that. Alright. Smeargle's Moody boost going up everywhere.
So now we know that in game 1 we had Swagger Cancer, and in game 2 we had Smeargle Cancer.
Moody cancer.
So the only way to kill this is to make VGC great again.
Oh my, you're just going up balls deep, aren't you?
So
Alright.
regardless on this, I think what we have coming up in the next battle is same leads probably, same continuations of it, but
We'll have to see whether the RNG Moody hacks
yeah,
are going to go into Steven's side or probably into Jira's side with probably speed drop or accuracy
yeah,
drop.
I think
we'll
with
have to
both,
see here.
with both players having very stable leads coming,
Yep.
maybe it's, I think Jira should switch it up a bit.
Probably
with the
he
back.
needs to switch up and
Yeah.
bring the Xerneas. We've not seen Xerneas at all from Jira's side.
Yeah,
Many-
I think he needs to bring Xerneas in the second match because that threatens the Kyogre and
Yeah.
Salamence other than maybe double
Definitely, because
edge.
we've seen mostly supportive mons on Jira's side, right? Ferrothorn, Meowstic,
Correct.
and Kekla for that matter.
Should just go for a Dazzling Gleam and
Yeah.
and like maybe a
Moonblast,
Thunder Wave.
yeah.
No, just a Dazzling Gleam, Thunder Wave the first turn, going with a Meowstic and
Or probably Smeargle for that
Xerneas
matter.
combo, yeah.
Alright, we'll have to see here, folks. Now we're going to game 3, the final game of the top cut right here. Whoever
I-
wins this match
will
wins.
claim the #1 spot of the first ever mid-season showdown in Malaysia.
Alright, now we'll have to see here, folks. Yeah, I'm intense. I'm intense
I'm
right here.
glad that Jira bought his Kecleon, but at the same time, like it might not be serving the same function as it did in the first game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see
So yeah,
Meowstic
here we go,
Xerneas.
Meowstic Xerneas lead.
We want to see that Xerneas.
This is the lead that actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
And once again, Kyogre Salamence. So Jira could just go for a full offensive, Dazzling Gleam this turn, or like Meowstic might just go for another
Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave,
So,
yeah.
Thunder Wave. Slow down the mans because you don't want the
But the
Tailwind
water
to go
spout is
live.
just gonna hurt like balls.
Yeah, you're right. I
But
think
unless he switches out Meowstic for his Groudon.
we'll have to see here the switch in. What Jira
Yeah, so
predict.
it really depends on what Jira chooses to, because I would say it's particularly in his favor.
True. Now we have to see like the mind games going up here, right? His turn on Jira's side would
He could
come
protect
in.
and Thunder Wave as well.
True. Protect or Thunder Wave. Probably sacking off the Meowstic.
You know what you should do? You should Thunder Wave, then Swagger, and then come in with Groudon and just Rock Slide.
Paraflinch, Rock Slide.
Paraflinch, Rock Slide, and Confusion. Paraflinch Fusion.
You remind me of VGC 15.
Hey, man.
The dark days of the double D.
Yeah,
double
the
Genies,
double
right?
genies, double cancer. So Sivanya actually has to pull off the smartest play he can do. I think it's actually going into Groudon.
Yeah,
and just going for a Ice Beam.
Yep, as we do
Yeah,
see
yeah,
now.
here we go. Groudon's gonna come in. I told you already.
Oh, is it? Yeah, we do see Groudon
It's
coming
definitely
in.
gonna be
here.
Groudon, and probably a double edge into the Xerneas.
Yeah. Because the Xerneas is special
If he
defense
goes
much
for
higher
a,
than defense.
or maybe he just goes for a Tailwind instead.
Probably because knowing that the Meowstic might be able to
I'd
switch
like
out.
it if he went for a Tailwind this
Yeah,
time.
we'll have to
honestly.
see the gutsy play coming if Steven does intend to go for
Yeah.
it. Alright, we do
So
see.
yep, Kyogre switches out. I think Groudon's coming here and a Tailwind's gonna
Probably
come
Smeargle coming.
out. No, Groudon, and then I think the best way is just Groudon is a Tailwind. This time he just Tailwinds.
True, Tailwind.
So regardless,
Jira might get a free Geomancy for that matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because with Tailwind, it still mitigates the. He will
speed
outspeed it
boost
with
from the
yeah,
Geomancy.
Correct.
Alright, we'll see. So, yep, Simon just
So I'm really thinking the Tailwind is the best play right now. Tailwind is the best play to make.
from Salamence. We'll see here, folks. Simon says go for the tailwind.
And yes, Salamence does go for a tailwind here. Oh,
Alright,
get the wind beneath his wings.
He's like a jet. He's all set for Pokemon Moon right here.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're all here, bro. And yes, a Geometry does come out, but it's not gonna work well because we already know with the Tailwind coming out, a Double Edge and a Precipice Blades is just gonna grab the KO.
Grab a KO onto the Xerneas slot. Although Xerneas might
He's gonna sack his Dalmas is gonna get sacked, but it's
ready
fine.
to sack the Sunmax. He's all set right there. Now
I think he just go for a Precipice and a Hyper Voice.
But that begs the question: do we see a Protect from Xerneas and Jiraiya?
Okay, that's the thing. If he goes for a Precipice, it does a huge amount of damage to Xerneas, and the Hyper Voice does a little bit more chip damage.
True.
He needs it more for the Groudon instead.
Oh, unfortunate from Jiraiya. We only saw Rock Slide. If he would have Rock Tomb, then possibly he could have done something.
Possibly could have done something, but I still think that the Precipice Blades is the best move to make it distant.
Yeah,
it's gonna, hopefully if it hits, of course.
Yeah. It all comes down to rolls.
It's gonna do a ton of damage to the Groudon. It's gonna do a ton of damage to the Xerneas. He's not gonna take a lot of damage from the. Yep, and Salamence goes for Hyper Voice. Best play here.
Yep. I'm fearing the
and again, Designate going first. Okay, there goes down the Salamence, but
Alright, Salamences go down, but we have to see whether can Steven's Precipice Blades hit next.
Stephen has to hit with Precipice Blades.
Do we see it hit?
And actually it does hit great, does it? I don't think it KOs the
It's gonna pick up the
Xerneas.
Groudon though.
It's gonna take out the Groudon, definitely.
At that range. Alright.
So how much damage did it actually do to the Groudon? I think it was a bit under 50%, or is it over 50%?
What, the Hyper Voice?
The Designate. Oh, actually it doesn't do. It does a little bit under 50%. So it could possibly survive a next the next Precipice, but depending on what Jiraiya chooses to bring, if he has his own Kecleon, he could have fake out pressure.
Kecleon is coming out
He
here.
could have fake out pressure.
He needs to fake out pressure because the Tailwind is applied. Right?
Okay, Kyogre comes in, the obvious, and yes, here he goes. So
Yeah, like I said, Kecleon is applied.
I'm thinking distant, he double protects, and Tailwind still up the next turn, and he just goes.
Yeah, because regardless, even though the fake out, he could double protect right now and go for
Oh no, but
blast.
I like Kyogre right here.
What happened?
Kyogre here could just possibly go for for
someone
just a
disconnected, I
style.
guess. Yeah,
But
someone
oh no,
disconnected.
somebody actually disconnected, and
Some technical difficulties.
drama intensifies since this is the finals.
Oh boy.
And it's the final round that decides. So, what will the players choose? Will they choose for a rematch, or will our old professor be somewhat professional
to-
and go for a dun dun dun? Here we go. We have the image of our professor really deciding. It's really
I mean,
incumbent
it's the
of
final round.
yeah.
mind you.
It's incumbent on what the professor chooses. He decides.
He's revealed three.
He's revealed a 3.
Three.
Stephen also revealed 3.
Yeah, Steven both revealed 3.
Both of them are more or less at the same position,
Yep.
except that maybe
Steven was down by one Pokemon. The Salamax went down, remember?
Salamence, but his Jiraiya's Xerneas was
Meowstic
already
as well.
very.
Meowstic also
Meowstic went down. Xerneas is a low HP, but Groudon is at a respectable HP.
Yeah. So it comes down now.
So,
Alright.
apparently what's gonna happen is that they're gonna hard reset and
Three of the Pokemon that we reviewed
we have to be brought
will have to be brought back. You can choose
one
one
right.
which they did not review.
update, ladies and gentlemen. The resolution that we've gotten from Professor Wilson is that they're gonna start with the same leads, the 3 Pokemon that both of them have revealed, which on Stephen's end was Kyogre, Groudon, and Salamence, whereas on Jira's end
It was
is
a Meowstic,
Groudon and
was it Kecleon?
Kecleon. Yeah. So they must bring these 3 Pokemon
And
into
lead
their
off
games.
with the same as before.
So the advantage is that one more Pokemon could be changed, huh? You led with Salamence and Kyogre. So Stephen led with Salamence, Kyogre, and Jira led with Meowstic and Xerneas.
Xerneas, sorry.
Yep.
Xerneas.
So that will be the resolution for the finals match one more time.
Yep. Alright. But the final Pokemon that they did not show, they could spice things up.
Yeah, they could add a little spice in our lives. Maybe Smeargle for a little more Dark Void.
Oh boy. It's all skill, folks. All skill.
But I still think for the last Pokemon coming from Jira could be a Ferrothorn. I'm thinking it's a Ferrothorn for sure. He had already
Jira's
Xerneas, he had Kecleon, he had Groudon. He brought Xerneas, Meowstic, and Kecleon, so the last one should be Groudon.
Oddly enough, Steven has not brought all 3 matches. mind
I don't
you.
think there's a necessary need to, especially if the opponent runs Groudon.
True. Yeah, definitely. Because I
So,
thought he might be fearing the
It could
Xerneas
be
lead from Jira.
unnecessary on that end.
Oh boy. Right.
So
It's getting
And a little bit slight suspense coming from since everybody is waiting very patiently, and
Alright, both players are going in
so,
live
so
right now.
both players have finally managed to get their games in order.
Get into team preview here, folks. We're gonna see Kekleon back for game 3.
Yes, it's great to see Kekleon, honestly. Kekleon's great.
But I want to see the damage calcs and what moves he runs. Because we've only seen fake out, Sucker Punch, right?
He can't. I mean, I would say he could have led Kekleon and Xerneas, but
Yeah, for like
but he
fast
led with
fake out.
fast fake out or a fake out.
Yeah.
Since on Stephen's end, there is no way to mitigate fake out.
True, there's no quick guard users over here on Steven's side. There's no. I mean, he could set up Tailwind, but someone could fake out the Salamence, right?
So we're expecting on from Jira's end, as he cannot lead with a different lead, then he will have he has to lead with the Xerneas and
Meowstick,
in this game, and there's nothing much that can be changed about it. So once again, we're very sorry for the unfortunate disconnection just now, but as you know, these things happen every now and then.
Yeah, true. Professor still.
So the
Discussing
professor
with
will
the
be
players.
clarifying a few more rules to both players, just in case another DC, which we pray won't happen.
Pray to the RNG gods.
Yeah.
It never happens.
So
I mean, you've blessed Steven Smirgo with
I
all
think
the
what
moody
happened here
boosts.
is that Jira, I think like maybe one of the players had so much skill on their end that they actually managed to DC the game.
The game was overwhelmed with
Yeah, like it could. Yeah,
too much fun
yeah,
from second round for that matter.
The overload
The
of
3DS
all the
could not handle
skill
it.
and fun is that the 3DS just chose to disconnect itself. Fake Gary, by the way.
Alright, calm down on Smirgo's moody. Hopefully, we can get our final game right now.
So depending on what Smuggle Moody might go for.
Unless
So,
he chooses not to bring it. I mean,
of
you
course,
have one
I think
Pokemon in
he
the
should
back.
bring it. But I guess like for Stephen, like he could maybe bring his Bronzong, but I think Smuggle is a
I
great
think
thing.
Smirgo is just a safe option from
you can just
him.
bring those 4 Pokemon. Normally, nothing can mitigate really whatever Smuggle could do. And if he gets a good Moody boost, then it's great for him, I guess.
Yeah, but if the Smirgo gets like, I don't know, a speed decrease on accuracy decrease, it will be his downfall for that
Or
matter.
it'll be a little bit better, but then he'll just delegate it to follow me.
Yeah, follow me. Yeah, definitely follow me. Because with focus sash on Smirgo, I mean, it's very versatile mod.
Correct.
Disruptive yet versatile. And it's easily stackable because it doesn't do any damage output for that matter. So yeah, I'm
So it'll be more beneficial for probably Jira to have his Kekleon to be ready for any kinds of shenanigans, I guess. So we'll be moving on to the.
Oh, mind you, have we seen Quick Guard yet on Meowstick on Jira's side?
We did not seem to reveal it. So
Alright.
we seen it reveal Gravity. We seen
Thunder
it
Wave
revealed
was
Gravity
for sure,
in a
Thunder
previous match. It revealed to have
Swagger.
It revealed that Safeguard, and we don't know the last move. So
Alright.
far, the last move has still. No, the last move is Thunder Wave.
Alright, Thunder Wave, yeah.
So it does not have Fake Out. It does not have Quick Guard.
Yeah, so I mean, alright. Alright, Professor Pokemon Professor Wilson here is just clarifying with all the players.
Once again,
right
checking the last team setups just in case anything happens. So
now. We're literally gonna have a deja vu for 3 times right now. Round 1, round 2,
round 3, and now round 3.5.
3.5 apparently. Hopefully no
3.1.
DCs anymore.
Well, hopefully we'll have no DCs and things will go well here. But I'm guessing what's going to happen here is that they're going to start off with the same. Things are going to progress as per usual. So here we go.
It's our final game. Hopefully we'll go live right now.
So we'll go straight into the battle here. Stephen going to lead definitely with Kyogre Salamence, and Xerneas and Smurgle lead from. Xerneas and Meowstick.
will be lead from Jira's team here.
From Jira's team. So there we go. Shiny Pokemon coming from Jira's
I would
end.
like to get shiny Xerneas one day, but for me, among Xerneas and Yveltal, I prefer shiny Yveltal because it looks like bacon for me.
Bacon is good, ladies and gentlemen. It's really great. So here we go. What possibly could happen is another switch out. I think that's the best play.
Now, we know that Steven has made, Jira has made the Groudon switch in the previous round. We see Steven predict that, or over predict.
So will Stephen actually? I'm not too sure. Will they go the continuing same leads,
with
or
the
will they
same-
go, or will a Dazzling Gleam just KO here?
Yeah, and just go Moonblast for the matter. Get rid of the
And Dazzling Gleam will KO Salamence anyways.
Yeah. Oh, Dazzling
Dazzling
even
Gleam
if it's
KOs.
double target. Alright.
Dazzling Gleam KOs
Without the
Salamence
boost.
because Xerneas has the Fairy Aura,
Fairy Aura ability right here.
and a very good special attacks that. So here we go. Once again, Meowstic switches out. I think a Tailwind is gonna come here.
I'm pretty sure the Tailwind is gonna go here.
Yeah.
Or might Steven just go for an Ice Beam right here, predicting the Groudon, or he might just switch
Probably
it out,
it depends. Unless they choose to follow by a rule where they just repeat the whole process until the best. But if it's hard to remember, then it's just possible for them just to carry on from their leads or not.
Alright, definitely. Alright,
So Salamence goes for, here you go. I think a Tailwind here will pop out. I still think Geomancy is the best thing he can do, honestly.
I mean, regardless, it's still all the boosts.
Oh no, but Salamence actually goes for a double edge here. Wow.
Xerneas? Yep.
Onto the Xerneas, dealing 70% damage here. And
Yeah.
so
Ice Beam here.
and Xerneas still goes for a Geomancy.
Getting all the boosts right here.
So if he chooses to Ice Beam into the Xerneas slot, it probably won't be able to KO.
I mean, Steven here looks very calm, I'm pretty sure.
I think Steven was making his best moves. And the next turn he'll try to Tailwind if possible.
Yeah. Because regardless, he could switch out the Kyogre next turn,
Yep.
right? If he really needed it to.
Kyogre goes for a wall. No, he was making the safest play possible, just in case the Meowstic didn't switch out. So I think like still for Stephen it's still pretty safe, but now he's just weak to both Precipice Blades and
Precipice Blades and Dazzling Gleam for
yeah,
the
correct.
I'm at shock right now.
I think he should have just repeated switching it out anyways.
True.
It's not gonna be good because the Precipice Blade is gonna hit first. He can't get Tailwind out.
Groudon is definitely fast.
Yeah, he can't get Tailwind out.
Yeah, and Salamence is gonna go down regardless to this turn to Xerneas, right? Oh, as you see, Kyogre.
I think he's gonna sack his Smurgle here. Oh, actually goes in for the Bronzong. Okay.
Right.
So they levitate.
Yeah, levitate. Not only that, you can swap out the Mega Salamence into the
But
Primal
here,
Kyogre.
Dazzling Gleam is not gonna be very well for it because he's gonna take a lot of damage from it.
Oh, we'll have to see here if the Steel typing can help him. Yep,
Oh no, actually it doesn't.
is
Wow.
safe for that man.
So levitate here. So it doesn't hit both Pokemon now. What a problem that could be.
Trick Room.
Huh?
We can see a Trick Room happening here, folks.
Expecting what here is that he actually switches out Salamence and brings in Kyogre.
Kyogre, yes,
And
but
then-
what does the Bronzong do?
Huh? Bronzong goes for the Trick Room, of
Gyarados
course.
probably, or-
Trick Room. I think the best because like he fears the Fire Punch right now. The Dazzling Gleam Fire Punch coming from the Groudon is not going to be good.
Yeah.
He needs to bring in.
Bring in the Kyogre.
He brings in
probably set
Kyogre,
up
takes some
Trick Room.
damage, and then just cancel out with the. Yeah, I think Trick Room here would be
Yeah,
really
Trick
good.
Room would be the best play
He
right now.
doesn't need to Gyro Ball.
Because the
He
Kyogre
just
is
needs to
slower than the
check-
Groudon, regardless.
Yep. So Dazzling Gleam here, I think here he wants to go for a Fire Punch.
Yeah, most likely. Or Precipice Blades.
Yep,
Fire
but
Punch,
it's cancelled
yeah.
out. So
So
here we go.
Trick
Trick
Room
Room
just
goes
goes
up. Very smart here, but like smart play coming from Stephen. Really needed to bring it back to his favor. Now here I think an Origin Pulse and a Gyro Ball will just
Would seal the deal.
yeah, will just seal the deal here.
I mean,
Even-
obviously we're going to see the Groudon being switched out on Jira's side right now.
yeah,
He needs
because
the
now the
in his
weather is within Stephen's favor.
He needs to reset the weather in order to come back this game.
Yeah, so Xerneas could choose to protect, but I don't think it's the best move. And like Kyogre will just go for a Scald, going for a KO. If it has Scald, or going for an Origin Pulse.
Yeah. To not risk the miss, right?
Correct, I think it does have Origin Pulse.
I'm pretty sure.
No, actually it is. So actually it has Scald, so it's definitely gonna pick up the KO here.
Oh boy. I mean, Water Spot's definitely not going to do any damage right now.
So
Even with that amount of HP at 90, it's about below 50%. It won't do much to Xerneas because it got the special defense boost.
that's why it is a 50-50 play. I mean, yep, he definitely withdraws it. He's gonna Gyro Ball into it, and then he's gonna go for.
we did see a
he's gonna go for a Meowstic. Yep, he's probably going for a Swagger in hopes that
Hopefully the RNG will come into his favor right
So
now.
Xerneas goes for attack. Yep, that's the most indefinite
This is
play.
Steven attack into Xerneas slot right here. You see a Gyaraball?
Yep, okay.
Xerneas.
So
Scald onto the Meowstic. That must be a heavy damage Scald right
and
here.
here we go.
Will
If
he
it doesn't get a burn, no, it does not. So
get the burn.
possibly this turn, what could happen is that a Swagger could happen, and things are gonna spice up, I guess. So once again,
I
the
think he might swagger into the Bronzong for him. I
no,
don't
I don't think he should. He should Swagger into the Kyogre. Okay, Swagger into the Bronzong is fine as well.
Yeah, I mean, because you can swagger into the Kyogre, the Bronzong will knock out your Xerneas.
But I was thinking that the Meowstic actually switches out to the
Groudon.
Groudon this turn, which is a very optimal play in my opinion.
Yeah, because Ice Beam won't do
But
anything.
he needs to exploit all of his Trick Room turns, or
Yeah.
at the very least,
Yeah, you're gonna waste
get
any
rid of Xerneas ASAP.
Yeah, true. And 5 seconds on the clock some more until 54 seconds here, folks.
So he has to decide right now. So yes, there we go. Actually choosing to switch out Xerneas here, so
Yeah,
into
forgetting-
Groudon. So he's willing to get rid of his.
Of his boost right now.
Yeah, for some reason, I think he just wants to keep the Xerneas in for long. But But then again, for Stephen, he has a better choice in making it out here. So Swagger into Kyogre. Yep. So maybe the skill swap actually going. Oh, and takes out Prankster. Oh my God! We have a Prankster Bronzong under Trick Room.
Never thought I'd see the day though.
So
wait a
what
minute.
have he just skill swapped into Kyogre? Goes for a Water Sport Rose Skull, whatever he wants, and the KO is in his hands.
Never say it's gone.
Huh?
P-Blades is free for Jira right
Yeah, and he goes for a Protect. Yep, he needs to do that. So there you go, skill swap.
now. Onto the
Yep.
onto the Kyogre.
And now the rain comes back up. I think he
And
goes
the
for a
Water
Water
Spout.
Spout. Yeah.
To hit both Pokemon.
Yep.
just in case, yep. Well, we might just see Nelson go down here. He
Yeah,
will
Melcy
go
is
down
definitely
here.
going down here. So the question is like, maybe the Kecleon's gonna come in this turn.
For fake out sport, probably.
Fake out spot definitely.
Yeah, he needs to fake
Kecleon
out.
comes in, fakes up, gives up fake out pressure. Trick Room goes out.
We see, yeah, Kecleon come
Yeah,
out.
it's definitely Kecleon. I expected Kecleon to be here,
Yep.
and he needs to bring Kecleon.
Yeah. Jira can easily go for a P-Blades right now onto the Bronzong slot right now. Because nothing can be done right now. Even though you switch out, you're still dealing out more damage, and this is probably the last turn of Trick Room right now.
Yep, so here's Stephen. Stephen here could probably protect and switch out Bronzong, I think, into Salamence.
Yeah, into man.
Yeah, switch out into Salamence. I think it's the
Get the
best play.
intimidation off. Did he make it evolve before?
Yeah, he already
No,
did. He doesn't get intimidated, but
No, it's
he can protect Kyogre, threaten it later on, and then bring back Bronzong in for the Levitate.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, we'll get to see the play here, folks.
So yeah, it's looking good for Stephen here, even though with a little bit of HP.
Most of Steven Tan's Pokemons are damaged, but
Except for his back two though. Like, yep, okay. Oh, but by going out, then he actually. So
back up to Xerneas.
So who does he fake out? That's the thing. Maybe he fakes out the Kyogre.
We'll have to see here, folks. They predict the protect.
Going for a Shadow Sneak instead. Oh my God! But this won't be enough to KO the Bronzong, I think. And it's just a free move for the.
For the Kyogre to go for
Yes,
a
and
stop.
it does not. Bronzong actually going for the Gyro Ball. It goes into, I think, into the No! It actually predicted the Xerneas coming in. Gyro Ball pulling off the KO. Water Spout.
Now, regardless, even though Bronzong comes back up, Bronzong has Prankster. He could
Yeah,
Prankster
Bronzong, we have to remember Bronzong has Prankster.
So-
He can skill swap again.
Even though the Trick Room has expired right now. Right, so you can skill swap.
But then again, the Shadow Sneak's gonna go off.
That will be.
Shadow Sneak's gonna go off again.
Oh, yeah, Shadow Sneak.
Yeah, he can just Shadow Sneak straight into the Bronzong.
Right, totally.
Wait.
Yeah, it doesn't. It won't have. Yeah.
Oh, it switched the Primordials. Sorry.
Primordials, yeah.
Bronzong actually skill swap with Kyogre for the Primordial Sea. So
So that's negated
Salamence
right
coming
now.
here for sure. Oh, actually brings in Groudon. Wow, what are you doing, Stephen? I think he's just gonna rub it in right now. Like, yeah, you can precipice me.
Alright. Steven Tan's Groudon's at full HP. He's gonna survive the Precipice Blades regardless what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but the next turn he's just gonna get another one. So,
Wait, Sucker Punch going live.
oh, Sucker Punch. Wow. No, but
Did you see Rock?
he predicted. No, he predicted the Salamence switch in.
Yeah. I'm pretty
So
sure he was
Groudon
anticipating-
predicted the Salamence switch in, so he switched in with his predicted
Oh my God,
Groudon.
these predictions.
Skill.
You see Salamence
And yep.
coming out right here.
Best Pokemon on field, Salamence. So
Alright.
a Hyper Voice is good.
Hyper
Hyper
Voice
Voice
and
and
T-Blades.
Precipice,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's done deal right here.
So it's a done
Steven
deal.
Tan's Pokemon is still healthy, that's the issue, right? They've taken very mitigated damage right here.
He's mitigated a lot of the damage being dealt to him.
Yeah.
Stopped the Xerneas from causing too much trouble.
Alright, now we'll have to see the play can. We see a
Yeah, Groudon definitely going for the protect. I think
being
here
safe.
Yeah.
Be safe with
he needs to
Sorry,
get rid. Yep, Jira goes for Sucker Punch. I think he went on to no goes for
See, Tailwind to make sure to ensure that the Groudon on
now
Steven
this
side be faster.
eats- Yep, so as long as Precipice doesn't miss,
Alright.
Rock Slide straight onto the Salamence. Bring it down to 45
50%.
HP, so about 50% damage there. Good damage, but not good enough to save him this match.
Alright.
So a Hyper Voice and
Hyper Voice is gonna go live.
unless a Sucker Punch KOs him.
Yeah, but it's a Salamence. It's gonna be bulky as anything, right? So we'll
Okay,
have
so
to
actually Salamence goes for protect, so great move.
yeah. So he's staying around, right? So the P Blades right here.
So
Both of them are gonna be double targeted.
yep. So there we go. it's definite to say that Stephen has managed to win the finals of this mid-season showdowns and claims himself as the first ever winner of the mid-season showdown.
That's your birthday present right there.
You got Precipice Blaze is not enough to kill from
But
high
Mega
HP
Simon is going to
Blaze.
hyper voice himself.
Correct.
Alright, it's Steven.
So a hyper voice, no, he's just going for a hyper voice.
Yeah, just in case.
I think the best move for him to do is just go for a double with that.
Yeah,
So there we go.
Alright,
Congratulations,
Steven Tan
Stephen
is your champion for the Pokemon Mid-Season Showdown 2016.
But actually, we should also congratulate Jira for actually making it this far with the Kecleon on his team.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you are a revolution to this game right here.
Showdown champion.
Alright, yeah, folks. Yep, definitely. Big round of
folks, there you
applause.
go. Our winner for this mid-season showdown, Stephen Tan, taking home with him, I think, about 150
As
CP.
well as our runner-up Jira all the way from Thailand with a Kecleon, mind you, all the way.
Alright, so
Yep.
and I think that's all for today's. We'll be streaming the today's premiere challenge, but most probably just the top cut. Whatever it is, we'll get back to you. So
we'll
thanks
see you
again for
soon.
watching. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Bye bye.